Hello, beautiful people. As you're going with patience, here to have my morning coffee with you. Today is August 1st. We will be doing a $50 giveaway. In order to be able to get that giveaway, you have to follow my page. Had to have liked at least 50 posts, so feel free to do that now. And then comment, tag me on your story. It would be ideal if you could pick one of my posts, but just tag me somewhere on your post. I mean, not sorry, somewhere on your story, and I will count that as an entry. And then before tonight, closer to 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I will pick a winner. So I am currently streaming on 6 platforms. I am on TikTok, I am on Facebook, I am on YouTube, Kick, Twitch, and Instagram. And I think I said Facebook. So I hope you're having a beautiful and blessed day. My husband earlier got me some coffee from Aloha Coffee in Lakewood, Washington. So I'm gonna heat that up, add it in the fridge. I was doing a bunch of stuff. Right now it is 12:39 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here in Washington State. I did take a sip of the coffee earlier, but then I just put it in the fridge. So I'm putting it in my ABC cup from Hawaii that I got. I love good merch. I'm gonna just put it in the microwave, which I don't love using the microwave all the time, but get that going. Make sure I have my comments here on Instagram. By the way, I have my webcam here streaming on 5 platforms, and then I have my phone streaming on TikTok. And just so you know, I have big eyes, so I'm looking around, and then my laptop is here. So I have all my comments on Instagram and all my comments from the streams here, but then my TikTok comments are there. So hello, blessings, and abundance. I have 0 likes on TikTok right now, so feel free to like that up. Feel free to say hello, see where you drop your location, etc. How is everyone? I do go live every day. I have coffee with you all. For those of you who don't know, my name is Amber Bate, and I am a realtor in Washington State. And if you or someone you know is looking to buy or sell real estate, feel free to reach out to me. People sometimes take my pictures and make fake profiles and try to catfish people. So this is like my little gift to my over 100,000 supporters across all platforms, to basically let you know I'm a real person, ask you questions, hang out with me. So just like having coffee with a friend, we're just chit chatting. So we talked about infidelity yesterday. We talked about boundaries. We talked about religion. I would like some assistance if you wouldn't mind. I have my mic on in TikTok. You won't hear this because you're just on my phone. But if you all could give me some feedback on how the mic sounds on all the other platforms to stream, I figured out how to put my external mic into my laptop and also my webcam. So I'll see if that combination works a little bit better than usual. Immortal said, would you ever go plant based or vegan? I did. I did that for like 4 months, 2 years ago. It was probably the best decision I made. But when it comes to my depression, I am so food focused that I just quickly slid away. The reason I think vegan was good for me was not necessarily because of the plant basedness of it, because that is great. I definitely was very pro that. But I was very mindful of what I was eating, and that's my biggest issue is that I am mindless when I'm eating. I am emotional when I am eating. So therefore, that was the first time I ever really put a lot of thought in what was going inside of my body. And then since that time, there's so many options where I just negate animal product because I just like so. There's a vegan butter. There's certain things that I still purchase because that journey really did ground me in so many ways. So the answer is yes. Would I ever? Yes. Have I ever? Yes. Would I ever again? Probably. Right now, I'm working on staying active, meditation, and trying to eat smaller portions. I even went to all you can eat trapper sushi at Trappers, which is a local. There's a couple places around the states, but it's local here. And I was like 4 plates, and I'm done. That's like I was pushing 6, 7, 8 plates. 8 plates, I'm dying. 7 plates, that was like too much. 6 plates was like, okay, that's like a buffet. You ate, you're full. It's like 4 plates right now. I'm like, all right, I feel good. I feel like I financially budgeted out how much lunch costs versus how much sushi there is. A plate of sushi is like $15, so I'm like, if I can get 3 plates in, for $30, I'm doing good. So I did my 4 plates and I let it spread out. But like I didn't get a cocktail and I didn't drink a soda. Ron Riz 1991 on Instagram said hi, did a wave emoji. Hello to you. Jonathan Shaw Ferguson said Dallas, Texas. Hello to you. I'm in Washington State, the greater Tacoma area. I have 217 likes now on TikTok. I am grateful for you. I appreciate you. Who is liking up my live? Ricky Wick. Thank you so much. I am currently streaming on 6 platforms. Jungle Forever said, "A bonnet. My hair is a matted fro right now. Do this. I felt very sad and overwhelmed. So then I took a shower and then I put a mask in my hair, and I was like, and we're going to sleep." I cut my hair yesterday. On the first of the month, I just like find stuff and start chopping. It's not crazy short or anything. It's just something I do. It stops me from like just shaving my head, which I have done before. The Dawn I Am said hello from Chicago. Hello to you. Jonathan Shaw Ferguson said, "Love seeing you." Thank you. I love being seen by you. So this is like a really cool opportunity. I'm gonna be vulnerable with you all for a minute. I don't have a whole lot of people in my day-to-day world that I just ramble with and talk to. I am a rambler and I am a talker. But I've grown apart from so many of my family and my friends. This is just one of those opportunities where I feel like I can exist with you all healthily and create something, because maybe somebody wants to sponsor or do something, but we can have like deep intellectual conversations like you were having coffee with a friend. Um, but yeah, I feel like I'm humbled and um, I don't really have my community. Like I have my kids and I have my husband and I have my mom and my dad and I talk to my brother and I have friends I check in with. But the truth is like this is like you all as a unit have become like a friend. And I appreciate you. It's probably not the healthiest thing on social media to like do that, but I think that's why trolls don't bother me, because in my day to day life I get humbled all day. So when people go, "Hey, you're doing a good job," it means something. So I appreciate all the good jobs. Billie Jean on Facebook said Asbury Park. Cool beans. Let's see, looking through my comments real quick. I think I got all of those. I appreciate the comments. Let me make sure those are on the stage. And then the other place, if you all aren't seeing them, is Instagram has on its own portal, and so is TikTok. So feel free to bounce around the internet. Feel free to Google me. Feel free to ask questions. One Bad Texan said, "Howdy, Amber from Cypress, Texas. By the way, of Katy, Texas. My aunt, God rest her soul, used to live in Katy, Texas. I have cousins over there. I only went for the funeral. I was born in Texas. I was born in San Antonio, but I don't remember anything from that. But I know Katy, Texas." Ronald 80404 joined. Thank you for being here. DJ Big Bossman, follow the live creator on TikTok. Thank you so much. Because I am on 6 platforms, I try to remember to tell you where the comments are coming from. It's nice on the ones on my feed or on the screen so you can see them. So, for example, speaking on cue said, "Where are you from, love?" I'm from Washington State. I am a realtor and lady on the internet coming out of the greater Tacoma area. Egghan199 on Instagram said hi. Hi to you. This is basically a check-in, a question, a Q&A. I do get like randomly deep in conversation sometimes. I shouldn't say randomly, like always. Like my lives are about an hour. I am streaming on Kick and Twitch as well. So if you all have like an introspective question or something you want to share or add, or if you have a business that you want to promote or any of those things, feel free. This is very flowy. I do want some feedback about my mic, so if you all can tell me if you can hear me okay. Does it sound better than usual? Do you hear me at all? It's nice having kitchen doors close. It was like raining outside right now. Clayton Simpson joined. Thank you for being here on TikTok. T Bear 876 reposted. Thank you. I appreciate you. My AI summary on TikTok said a realtor shares her personal journey and philosophy on yeah, that's about it. So yesterday I spoke about boundaries. What do we want to talk about today? Let's talk about self-love. So I mentioned yesterday boundaries is the distance I can love you and love myself, right? So there's definitely some compromise that comes because I want you in my life, right? But I also have to make sure to love myself. So I may love hanging out with you, but maybe I need a rest day, right? I may love spending money and going on trips, but maybe I need a budget, right? I may want you in my life, right? But I have to like make sure I'm taking care of myself. I can't pour out of an empty cup, right? So that being said, the boundary thing is an interaction thing, but then the self-love thing um, is a very important factor because we want to have a conversation about, well, what is self-love and what is selfish, right? Where is it that I'm putting my needs before other people, or is it that I'm taking care of myself so that I can continue pouring into other people? And that is a balance, and it's also a perspective thing. If I'm a selfish human being, I'm going to think all self-love is great, right? But people who try to take from me and drain from me, if I do any act of self-love, they're going to think that that's selfish. So for me, how I like to look at it is thinking about the innocence of a child and having that inner child in me that I have to take care of, right? But then also, if I love my family and I love my friends and I love you all, that I have to make sure to put myself somewhere on that pedestal. Like, especially with my depression, you need to get up, you need to eat right, you need to have hygiene, you need to do your hair, you need to do, you know what I mean? Like, you need to love on you, right? But then also remember, I have people around me because everyone else feel seen and heard and validated. Okay, that person is lashing out and that hurts, but is it really about me or is it a projection of something that's going on with them? And you just continue finding this oscillating balance of choice and decision, and you just figure it out. And I think the older I've gotten, the more um, the more I realize a routine is actually really important and consistency is very important. And with that consistency and repetition, that things kind of get more flowy. So me going live with you all every day, I am not a tech savvy person, right? I am Instagram fluent, but I am not a tech savvy person. So I was able to figure out Facebook and YouTube and Twitch and Kick, and I'm working on it, right? Every day is a little bit better. So there's a little banner um, ticker that's going across the screen, either above or below, according to what you're watching on. And that might be something that you or someone you know is interested in purchasing. To say you have a banner of your business or company or something that you want to be able to sponsor. Today I will be doing a $50 giveaway. So that's something I'm giving out of the pocket of funds that come from Facebook and TikTok and places for me to be able to say thank you so much for paying attention and giving me audience and giving me favor. Super slow 91 said my Instagram keeps freezing. Might be time to get a new phone. Yeah, I had the same issue. I updated the app. That was good. So like I deleted it and then updated the new one. Also, I have an extender. My house is spacious, so I have like one Wi-Fi to another Wi-Fi. So I hope you figure that out because it's very annoying, especially for me when my social media is working. Like I'm trying to comment back. I don't understand what's happening. Let's go. Henry Build on Instagram said hi from Baltimore. Hello to you. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Egon 199 on Instagram said hi to you. I think I said that, but I don't remember. Scroll up. Got a lot of people who joined on TikTok. Just making sure no one commented. Sent any hearts or love, but if you are feeling generous, please send those my way. I'm grateful for your presence. We're at 228 likes on TikTok. Yeah, self love is really important. And when I'm in my darkest moments, it's I don't want to take care of me, and then I go, especially as a mom, I have to take care of all of them because I'm their mom, right? But then I do. And this is one of the reasons the bonnet just came out to the forefront is that I'm in yoga pants. I'm in jeans right now. This is the fit, y'all. Torn jeans. just got them out the washer, so I'm sure I just wore it. And the Dragon Ball Z shirt and whatnot. Um, I have to get them ready for school. I have to get them ready for this. I have to do all these things. So I keep putting them in front of me and then go, of course I feel like crud. I didn't take care of me today. Of course I feel bad. I didn't pray today. I didn't meditate today. I didn't like shower. I didn't wash my hair. Like I have to have all these things to go, oh, when I wake up and give myself attention and give myself that self-love, I feel like I can give more. Right? And then there's going to be days where I'm like, I don't have the capacity. There's too many things and too many responsibilities and too many people depending on me. I can't take care of me. But then those are the good days to go. And then in the evening, I'm going to soak my feet. I'm going to read a good book and I'll listen to music. Right? I'm going to go do something for me specifically. Right? Or maybe it is romantically where my husband can. Right? Maybe I realized I was doing so much self care and so much kid stuff that I have to make sure to put that energy and focus back onto him. So super slow on YouTube said, "How's your day going?" It's going well. We were doing a lot of cleaning and like housekeeping stuff, so we did that this morning. And then I didn't really get to drink my coffee, so we're doing like business paperwork stuff. My husband and I have several businesses that kind of get juggled. Um, and today was supposed to be like a very early rise day, and there just a lot of stuff happened. So I'm good. Thank you for asking. Let's scroll up my Instagram real quick, make sure I'm good there. Please feel free to ask questions, add to the chat, give your viewpoints, etc. Yeah, self-love is really important. And if you think about it in the terms of real estate, because I am a realtor, you have a house, right? And you can come in here with no furniture, you can come in here with no appliances or no groceries or any of those things, but you can make your house a home. And that is the temple that God gave us, is you can adorn it and you can take care of it and you can give maintenance to it, right? And that's kind of what self-love is. So hygiene is obviously very important, but not just important for health, but also important for like esteem, like your self-esteem, right? So taking care of yourself. Being adorned. I like Dragon Ball Z. I buy the Dragon Ball Z shirt. I buy the cute cup that reminds me of my beautiful vacations. This was actually a ABC store gives you stuff when you spend a lot of money. So I didn't buy it, but I bought it. Right? I wear bonnets a lot to try to like protect my hair, but like I have an assortment of bonnets, right? And they go in the wash. Ladies, I don't know who's listening, who needs to hear that. Wash your bonnet. Wash your bonnet. Wash behind your ears. Don't be out here looking crazy. Or like for example, I really want to cook more often on camera. So I've told myself I'm going to start doing Sunday dinners. Right? As a black woman, we're always cooking and we're always doing, for me to actually set up my camera and like make the food like documentary style, like I have to just do it consistently and regularly. So if I know I'm making Sunday dinner like a older black person does, I'm making Sunday dinner, then I will have the footage, and that's where I'm going to go with that. Rico said, "Happy Saturday." Happy Saturday to you. Rico said, "Sometimes life gets darker before it gets brighter." Yeah, but it's also like a pendulum swing, right? So like this too shall pass. So I'm in a storm, this too shall pass, but I'm having a good moment, this too shall pass. And you just remember that that's the ebbs and flows of life. Rico also said the darkest moments of life often reveal the strongest versions of yourself. Amen. I feel like when everything else is stripped away, you know who you really are. And I think my birthday's in a week, on the 7th, so less than a week. I think that I know that I've learned myself so much in the years. Like I thought I had an idea of who I was, but like I time and time again have like discovered myself. Jamal Clyde sent a rose. Thank you so much on TikTok. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Make sure I didn't miss anyone else's gifts. I appreciate you, Jamal. LJ artist said, "Hola, God is awesome. Amen. He truly is." So we've been on live for about 19 minutes. Is everyone hearing me okay? No one's complained. Can I get a thumbs up on the audio? It's a lot of rambling for. Oh, Jamal Clyde, thank you so much for the hand heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The real Draco, so we can't hear you. Can I get a second on that? Ugh. I'm just rambling away. That's Instagram. Does can everyone else hear me or no one else can hear me? TikTok, you should be able to hear me because I have my phone. The real Draco said no, he can't hear me. That's just on Instagram. Can I get someone on YouTube or Facebook or Kick or Twitch to tell me if you can hear me or not? Real Draco said your sound is very far away. Okay. Mike Jack said Instagram, I can hear you. Okay, well, thank you for that. So I have one person saying they can't hear me or it's very far away, and one person said they can hear me. Awesome. Well, I don't want to adjust anything or touch anything if it's working. Real Draco, I hope that Rico said I can hear you perfectly. Awesome. But I'm glad I didn't touch anything. The real Draco, maybe there's an issue on some kind of connection on the other side. I'm glad 2 out of 3 people on Instagram said they can hear me. I really don't want to touch anything because I'm like, I think I figured it out, y'all. If you are on Facebook, YouTube, Kick, or Twitch, your comments can appear on the screen if you wanted to share or be out there. TikTokers, I am so grateful for the generosity of the likes and the gifts, so feel free to do those as you feel and deem happily. Let's see. The other reason that self-love is important is because when you do come across trials and tribulations, you feel like you're more prepared, not cushioned and like without, but you can weather the storm a little bit better, right? Have you been eating right? Are you hydrated? Are you taking your vitamins? Are you doing all these things? By the way, when I'm speaking to you, but I am also speaking to myself. So I'm like, have you been doing all of these things for yourself? Um, so self-love is really important so that when you hit an obstacle, you're like, oh, I slept well, I ate well, you know what I mean, I'm prayed up, I'm meditated up, I'm stretched up. Then something happens and you're like, oh, I can handle that. Whereas we've all had bad days, right? You didn't sleep well, you missed this, you forgot that, you stubbed your toe, and then something happens and then you're just like, right? You got to make sure to take care of yourself. And remember, this too shall pass. And sometimes we just have bad days. Don't let yesterday lean on you too much. And yesterday could be literally yesterday, like something unfortunate happened, or it could be the loss of a family member. It could be financial. It could be materialistic. It could be spiritual. It could be any of those things that are weighing on you. Sometimes remember, you have what you have, and you just kind of try to go with the flow and give yourself grace, give yourself love, the same love that you give to everyone else. Make sure you're giving to yourself, and that's what I define as self love. Okay, we've been on live for about 23 minutes and 45 seconds. I have a couple people floating around the internet. 2 people on YouTube, 1 person on TikTok, 2 people on Instagram. I can't see. There's no one on Twitch and no one on Facebook. Oh, 3 people on YouTube. So sometimes I have like 10 or 12 people on, like YouTube or something like that, and it gets big, but then it kind of like dwindles down. So this is just me being consistent. The more you all put your notifications on and want to hang out with me, and also the more you ask me questions about topics you want to talk about, I can engage you and then we can stay and hang out. But this is long form content. I understand we are in an instant era where you want to be able to scroll, right? You want your 7-second reels, your 30-second reels. But another part of self love is for me to make sure. Chairline, our mom. Sorry, I was getting a phone call. Yes, please. You just let her know I'm on live. I don't want to unplug. Give me a second. How do I find which cord is which? Just let her know I'm on live and I'll call her back. unplug my stuff. Oops. I'm gonna move you TikTok for a second. I was gonna gossip, but I'll call her back. Is she okay? Okay, cool. I'm moving TikTok a little bit. My apologies. Plus, my phone was dying anyway, so I need to charge it. Yeah, but self love. What was I saying? Self love, weathering storms, self love. Oh, I had something. I had a train of thought. Hmm. I don't know. It's gone. But yeah, self love is important. I tell my kids that all the time about boundaries and speaking up for yourself, but then also remembering. I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, you need if you feel a certain way, you should say something. Sometimes you say something, you're talking to a brick wall, and you tried, they don't listen. Then now you just have to go, oh, how do I operate around this person because I obviously and evidently told them how I want to be treated, and they're not a fan of doing that. And then also I also always give perspective back to go, why do I want to be treated that way? Is that reasonable? Would I want that for my kids? Would I want that, for me? You just keep trying to do the best you can. I was trying to turn on more light. It's kind of gloomy outside. The reason I'm attempting to use this external camera is because my kitchen is like the place I want to be so that I can cook and do, but it is very echoey. So it does usually sound like I'm kind of far away. My webcam has a mic in it, but it sounded very echoey. So I'm going to listen back and see if this is going to work. I actually couldn't get it to work with the webcam, but now we're here. It's Skeezy said, you guys need to watch Spider-Man. I loved it. I saw it on Thursday. I thought it didn't even come out till Friday, but my family and my husband, my kids, and my brother, we all saw it. It was peak. It was so full, no spoilers. It was so full, I left very satisfied. Like it was like a buffet. Like it was just like, I just felt so good. As a borderline nerd and a very big lover of Spider-Man, I was just very satisfied. Oh, I thought you were done. How did you like it? It's easy on Instagram. Thank you again for the heart on Facebook from Jonathan Shaw Ferguson. I appreciate you. Thank you for the love on TikTok. We have 230 likes. Jackie on TikTok said hi. Hi to you. Feel free to say hello. I know that this is like so weird on social media. You're like, this is so long, or this is like, why am I saying hi? Because you're being social on social media. That's what we're doing. And again, my stuff ends up being redundant because people chime in and chime out. If you're watching this recording, you can actually hold the side on Instagram and I think TikTok. You can speed through, but if it's live, then you have to just take your time. Jackie said, where are you from? I am from Washington State in America. And they also asked, are you married? Yes, I've been married for 14 years. Looking at, so I'm streaming currently on 6 platforms. I'm on TikTok, I'm on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Kick, and Twitch at this very moment. And I'm basically asking people to ask me questions, converse with me. We're having coffee together. Big B Media joined. Thank you for being here on TikTok. BB's SCL.mode_9 joined. Thank you for being here on Instagram. I wish there was more stats on StreamYard. I could see that there's how many people are watching, but I can't see who's watching. So yeah, 230 likes still on TikTok. Please tap, tap away. Spread love. Oh, Super Slow said Ron Riz 1991 is me. I just saw that. Where were you? Were you on? Let's see. Was that Instagram? That wasn't Instagram, right? You're super slow on Instagram. So then you must be on. You mean on TikTok? Instagram. Oh, okay. See, I know I recognize your name, but thank you for the connection. I appreciate the bounce between platforms. I'm grateful for you. Oh, interesting. I just got a notification on StreamYard, which I'll have to figure out for those who are thinking about streaming themselves. When streaming on a profile, viewer comments won't show up unless the stream is public on Facebook. By default, it's on friends only. So I'll have to figure out how to do that. Because I have Facebookers, but I have 40,000 followers on Facebook, and then I have a select friends, like people that I mutually follow. So that's good to know. A lot of things I say out loud are for myself, but then it resonates, and then it is food for you. Like if that's like, oh, I didn't know that, or Amber's talking, we're having a conversation, and it's really good. Sometimes it ends up being me by myself having a conversation, but I love when you all are here and we can talk together. So what's going on in your world? What's going on for your weekend? Another repeat that I will try to share on the platform. I am doing a $50 giveaway today. I will go across all my platforms. You just have to let me know. You have to have liked the at least 50 of my posts, because I can see, especially on Instagram, how many posts you've liked. Um, Post me on your story. Ideally, Instagram. It's easier for me to see those, so I can make sure your name is in the jar. And tag me on your story. That's what I said. So follow me, right? And then liked at least 50 of my posts, ideally on Instagram, because there's more posts there. There's also a lot of posts on TikTok and Facebook and YouTube. But yeah, it's $50 giveaway. Just people who support me that I want to give back. I'll put your name in a jar and I'll draw it. Some people have been strangers to me in real life. And then I've had like a fellow classmate, and then I've had one of my dad's previous relationships. They won, so it's up in the air. I draw your name, you get it. The more I gain, so like the ticker on most of the platforms outside of TikTok, it says there's like whatever. If I get like a sponsor or contributions, then I'll be able to give more. Currently, right now, I go from anywhere from like about $50 to like $300 or $400 on social media. So I try to give that back for a $50 giveaway on the first of the month. Brian Josephina said, I know women don't like when they've been asked for their age, but how old else you? You have such a young face. Love your content. Thank you. Um, I am 38 today, but in 6 days I'll be 39. I appreciate the respect. I appreciate the love, and thank you for saying that you love the content. I'm currently streaming on 6 platforms. TikTok is very slow today. Hmm. Not super slow 91 like on YouTube. Like, it's slower than usual. Brooklyn Spine joined on TikTok. Thank you for being here. C joined. Thank you for being here. C, thank you so much for the likes. I was stuck for a while. I appreciate you. It like takes energy and effort to turn on your phone, right? It's energy and effort to like say, what's Amber doing? And you click on it. But then you're like, give, comment, comment, comment. I'm like, oh, you're so nice. I'm just over here existing, and you're being kind to me, and I appreciate it. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope the sun shines on you through the rain. Looking at my laptop, my eyes are big. I'm not ignoring you. I see you. I see you. Looking at my laptop to make sure I'm not missing any comments, and make sure that all of my apps are still running. I have my phone here on TikTok, and then I have my webcam here for everybody else. So webcam, TikTok. So Brian Josephina said they love my content. That's so kind. I get humbled everywhere else, so I appreciate the love. People are like, oh, everyone tells her. I'm like, you can keep telling me. I love it. And then people like randomly troll. Like I get way more love on the internet than I get crude stuff. And maybe I'm not big enough yet. I don't know. But I just go like I was trying to like find witty things to say, and now I just go, your mom, like your mom, your mother. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say yeah, YA, mother. But I appreciate the love. I do, I do, I do. 603 likes. Super slow is liking up the live. Thank you. On TikTok. Feel free to bounce around the internet like Super Slow. I appreciate that. They are now on TikTok and they were on YouTube and then they were attempting for Insta. So many platforms to choose from. I'm gonna try to update my link tree so that I have all of the things on there, so it'll be on my bio, but I'm working on it. Focus is not my strong suit. Like, even being here, I know, like, all right, I'm gonna drink my coffee and I'm gonna stand here. I'm not gonna move. But if I were to like take you all like around my house or the backyard or whatever, I would get distracted very quickly. Like I even had a meeting yesterday at one with one of my mentors, and he called me and I was like, I got sidetracked because my grandma needed this and my mom needed this and this person needed that, and then I ended up eating sushi. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Super Slow is spoiling me with likes. We're at 916 likes on TikTok. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the flow of conversation. Super Slow got me to 1K. That's why you don't need 1,000 people on your live. You just need some good people to spoil you. So grateful for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do 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 do. Looking at my comments. Feel free to tell me where you are in the world. Feel free to ask me questions. People do take my pictures and catfish people. So another big reason that I'm on the internet right now is to let people know that I am me and they are lying. I am not just Ashley or Amanda or Susan or Rochelle or whoever they try to pretend to be. It's me. And I don't need help with bills. I do love love. You can gift me stuff all day. They had my son on one of the things and they were like, I'm just a struggling single mom. Someone else posted, it's like, yeah, I'm 56. I was like, I'm 56? There's nothing wrong with 56. I just don't feel like I'm there right now. But whatever. And there's this Just Ashley person on Threads. Has like 7,000 followers. I report them, but Instagram almost never does anything. But it's okay. It's okay. So if you happen to see any like fraudulent accounts, please let me know. And if you send me the link, they probably have blocked me. So feel free to just like screenshot or screen record and send it to me. It's very, very helpful. Because I put it on my highlights on my Instagram, and at least people can go, oh, that person's trying to catfish me. I have a kind face, I guess you can use it to scam people, but I don't want to scam you. I want you to be happy, and I love you, and I hope you're doing well. Let's see. Najee Gambino, liking up a live. Thank you so much. On TikTok. Super Slow got me to 1K. Very, very grateful. I appreciate your presence. And I remember it's going to get locked in. Now someone else's name, Nahi, is going to be on here. And they're like, you're saying my name wrong. I'm like, no, it's Najee. I was told. Najee said, finally said it right. Thank God. Najee Gambino. I said it right. That's why I said I don't need 1,000 people on here. I just need a couple of good people to have a conversation and make it flow. So I'm trying to get to an hour conversation. And I can ramble, but I need y'all. I need you. It needs to be back and forth. And I try to be interactive and positive, but long form content is very long, especially if I want to socialize it. So then it kind of takes two, right? To bounce off of you. So someone earlier said Asbury Park. Where is that? I meant to say that. I meant to go. Where is that? It's not coming to my mind. New Jersey. I don't think I did know that. Hello, New Jersey. So that was Billie Jean on Facebook. I love your name. My daughter's middle name is Jean, and I am a big Michael Jackson fan. So Billie Jean. And my bestie's name is Billy. Billy Joe. Billy Joe. Let's see. What else we got? My AI summary on TikTok says a creator shares their stories and warns about online catfishing. Ask questions. Yes, please ask questions. Thank you for those who joined. I am currently streaming on 6 platforms. I am on TikTok on my phone, and on my webcam, I am on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Kick, and Twitch. Ask me questions. Tell me about yourself. Tell me about your business. This is a long form of content, and everyone's a fan in the world of instant. And this is not even me really making a whole speech that you can listen to and learn from like a TED Talk. This is more engaging. So I need you all because we're having coffee together. I'm going to actually pour some more coffee. This is a Hapapino, and it's from Aloha Coffee in Lakewood, Washington. I generally don't go and purchase coffee, but my husband will spoil me from time to time. I try to budget my money, our money, a little bit efficiently because I do spend money and I need to make money and I need to give money and I need to do this. By the way, giving money today, $50 to a lucky winner on my social media platform. You have to follow me, have liked at least 50 posts, and tag me on a story. Like you could just literally, you could just go to your stories and put my name across your story and say Amber. But yeah, I'll put your name in a drawing, and then tonight around 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, I will do a drawing, and somebody will win $50. We'll do $50 giveaways on the first of the month. It can be someone I know. It could be someone I don't know. It does have to be someone that follows me and supports me. It's just me giving back. Najee said, "Damn, girl, you're streaming on Channel 7 News too." Oh, maybe one day I'm like, "Hey, y'all. Hello, Tacoma. Hello, Greater Tacoma area. My name is Amber Bate, and I'm a realtor with Washington State. I like to have coffee in my kitchen with my people. Are you my people? Thank you for being here." Anywho, stools. In other news, I really want to figure out on here. Maybe someone can help me. Maybe someone technical is watching live or the recording. But when you're watching like sports, they have that list of topics, and then there's a timer. Do you know what I mean? And then like they'll talk about this topic for this much time, and then this topic for this much time. And I think that that would be more engaging because we can speak, and then I can get running feedback from you, and then that way we can be more social. Najee said, "I'm weak." I am. I'm very silly. So silly. Al Guzman on Instagram said, "Hello, how are you? I am well. Thank you for asking. How are you?" Trojan Cracker on Twitch said, AIviewerstreamboo.com. Thank you. Thank you for that bot comment. I appreciate it. It's my first Twitch one up today. Ideally, I would like to get a comment from all of the platforms regularly, but at least one. So I have no Kick comment yet, but I think I got everyone else covered now. T_Travis said, "You are so pretty. Can't stop admiring your beauty." I appreciate the admiration. I am currently streaming on 6 platforms. So I'm on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, Instagram, and TikTok. So on my webcam, I'm on everything except for TikTok, which I'm on my phone. My laptop is also down here, so I'm not ignoring you. I'm really good at eye contact on social media. This is the webcam eye contact. This is my phone eye contact, and then this is me looking at my laptop. So my eyes are big. So people are like, she's not even looking at me. I'm trying to look at both of you at the same. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Cool, cool, cool. But T underscore Travis, thank you so much. As you are admiring my beauty, feel free to tap, 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 and spread the love. If you have any heart maze, I'd be grateful. If you have any roses or anything else you want to get, feel free. Najee Gambino said, "Can you give eye contact to someone who's cross-eyed?" No, I find a focal point. I'm looking at the bridge of your nose, I'm picking an eye. We're doing something. Not right now, but I know like watching back. I'm looking at my phone. I'm looking, 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 looking. If I look long enough at the recording over here, I'm like, "Are you even looking at them?" And then vice versa. I'm like looking at my webcam now, but like it looks like I'm looking off on my phone, but I'm not. I'm just trying to look at. Oh my, so I just say what I say. So I'm like, oh yeah, blah 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 blah. I'm like, oh, I was looking at my laptop to look at comments. Thank you for all those who are joining on Instagram. Feel free to ask questions. Nadia said, "Nah, I'm looking at the lazy." Disrespectful. Like, what's going on? And the funny thing about that, Nadia, that's probably a good tactic because then you're just focused, right? But remember, I don't know if you know Austin Powers movies, but you know, like he had the guy from Wonder Years. I can't remember his name right now, but he had the big mole on his face, and he was just like, "Moly, moly, moly, moly." Nadia said, "You got to pick an eye." That's funny. It is so funny. Technically, a good tactic. I agree with you. But I almost always go for the bridge of the nose. The bridge of the nose, center of the forehead. We've been on live for 47 minutes and 30 seconds total. I am grateful for you. But I could pick banners, I can pick stuff to put on here. So if you know someone who has like a baking company or a cookie company or a mortgage lender company or whatever, and you just send me a proposal like, hey Amber, can you do this for free? Amber, can you do this for $30? Hey Amber, can you do this for $3,000? Send me your proposal. And then maybe next month it'll be like, I'm giving away $1,000. Today I'm giving away $50. That's just me dreaming. Nadia said, at least you never did staring contests with one. I almost crashed out. I would be like, oh yeah, I'm not really good at that. I would have quit before I started. Let's see. People joining and leaving and coming and going. Just making sure that I answer questions. For those on TikTok who can't see the rest of the stream, I am streaming on 6 different platforms right now. I have you all on TikTok, on my phone, and then on my webcam, I'm on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, and Kick. Looking at my laptop to see what's going on there. Super Slow is spoiling me with likes. We're at 1.9 thousand likes on TikTok. After this, I'm probably going to go do some laundry, wash my hair, or technically rinse out my hair. I have a mask in. Like a hair mask. So I'll probably do my hair, do one of those little videos that I do. Najee said, "I least." Oh, I did. I already read that. Sometimes it flashes back up, and I think it's a new comment. But coffee with me in the morning is very similar to like you're like, "Oh, do you want to go get coffee?" And then you're just like sitting there awkwardly, trying to vibe with someone. So, what's going on for you? Like, it's like that. But sometimes people say something like good, and I'm like, blah 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 blah. Da, 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 da. Really? How about you? Da, 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 da. That's what the conversation is. But today's topic was for those who came in a little early with self love. So if you want to watch this recording, it gets recorded or posted on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook. I thought, but I guess it's only my friends, so I have to figure out how to do that, fix it. And then TikTok doesn't really let me post a live. And then Kick and Twitch, I'm still learning. So I know I'm streaming on there, but I don't know who can see it. Any questions for me? Anything anyone wants to share or do? It's really funny because I have people in real life who like obviously are on social media because they're posting all the time. And then it's just like my little icon, my picture on it, and it says live on it. And where are they? Where are they? They're not watching live. Okay, maybe they're busy. Then it goes to post. They don't go look at it. They don't comment thumbs up, heart emojis. So I'm grateful for the love and care of strangers. I do. I'm so grateful for you. Appreciate the love and the admiration and the questions and the intention and the good vibes. There's so many settings on this StreamYard, but I'm still learning. And it's frustrating because I kind of have to learn while I'm on live, but I don't want to disconnect the live. I like learning. But yeah, there's banners, there's media assets. I can do like a presentation. I think if I'm like cut to commercial basically, like I should be able to like play things. I don't know. We're gonna work this out. You'll get to go. I remember when Amber was figuring this out. And before this, very proud of me, I would get on live on Instagram and get off, and get on live on TikTok and then get off, and then get on live on YouTube and then get off. But usually what happens, I wasn't getting on live on YouTube. Like I would like be too distracted or like I already did enough. Or like TikTok would barely get to see me on live. It was nice on TikTok because I can listen to music and they don't kick me off. My allergies randomly flare up. They're supposed to stay in her room on that side of the house, but their hair travels, I guess. I thought I was on Do Not Disturb, but I guess not. But anyway, a lot of my content is just me talking and singing and dancing and things. But it really does depend on you. Like if my mic went out right now, I wouldn't know unless you tell me that it went out. But I've been on live for about 53 minutes, so I'll stay on for like 7 minutes. If anyone has any questions or feedback or encouragement, I'd be grateful. Um, I'm going to be doing my cooking videos a lot more. I have so much content on my camera, but I don't know, I have to figure out the editing. And that's like a big thing for me because I can very quickly do 1 or 2 takes of me dancing and post it from my phone. But this web camera is actually a really good vlogging camera. Um, so now I have to figure out how to edit all the content that I have. So I have like my trip from Hawaii last year. I have my Canada trip that I lost my camera, so I don't have any of that footage actually. But I have my California trip, and yeah. Somebody ask me something cool so that we don't have to be so painful these last 6 minutes. I guess I can finish up on the scripture slash sermon of love, self love. Self love is important because you can't really pour from an empty vessel, right? You can't pour from an empty cup. And if you do love people and you do care about the community and you do, right, care about yourself, you need to make sure that you don't have cracks. You attend to yourself and that you fill up your cup so that you can have your cup run its over. Right? The love of God is eternal and forever and flowing. It's a never ending source of power. But the truth is that even though we know God or we know source or we know universe or whatever you call what is greater than us, the spirit that is within us, we are just human beings having a spiritual existence. If you have cracks in your vessel, if your vessel is shallow, if you're there's so many things that you're trying to absorb that light and you're trying to absorb that love. If you're broken, then you can't really hold it. And then if you care about other people and you're trying to pour into it, you realize you continue being depleted. You just have to check checks and balances and just take care of yourself. So make your house a home. This is a temple. Make it a home. Adorn it. Love it. Spoil it. I have to remind myself that all the time. Khalida joined on TikTok. Thank you for being here. I am Legend joined on Instagram. Thank you for being here. Dead D's D-Days, one, join on Instagram, thank you for being here. Friend Fro joined on Instagram, thank you for being here. That Bodied Bear joined, thank you for being here. The Hard Man joined on TikTok, thank you for being here. Still only have one love from Facebook, I appreciate you. If anyone is watching on Facebook or YouTube or anything, feel free to like up the live. Very, very grateful for you. Tiger Smith on TikTok, thank you for being here. DRGTVC joined, thank you for being here. Tiger Smith sent a heart puff, thank you so much. And you're awesome, you're so amazing, you're awesome for sending love. I appreciate you. That means a lot. I've been on live for 56 minutes. I am on 6 different platforms right now. Again, I am streaming on StreamYard, so that's on Facebook, YouTube, Kick, Twitch, and Instagram. And then I feel like I missed one YouTube. And then I'm on my phone on TikTok. But when you all send your gifts and likes and loves, that actually helps me continue to encourage myself to keep moving forward. I am doing a giveaway today. It said that I lost connection on TikTok, but I'm looking at YouTube, so I don't know why it said that. I don't know. I'm doing a giveaway for one of my followers. You have had to have liked at least 50 posts. Ideally, Instagram. It's easy for me to check that. And then post me on your story somewhere and just let me know. Just say, hey, Amber, I put you on my story on Twitch or Kick or YouTube or Facebook or TikTok. But ideally, if it's on Instagram, I'll just see it. I'll put your name in a jar and then I will draw a lucky winner. Isaac said hi. Hi to you. Tiger Smith, I'm very grateful for those gifts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Looking at my comments. I appreciate everyone that has joined, that has chatted with me. I'll be able to stay on for like another 2 minutes. Cliff Charles 319 and Bobby 35 joined on Instagram. Thank you for being here. Your Green Guy T joined on Instagram. Thank you for being here. Jack Mizis. How do you say that? Like the live. Thank you, Jack. I appreciate you on TikTok. Joe 5393 joined on Instagram. Thank you for being here. Is_dope joined and said hi. Hello to you on Instagram. I'm currently streaming on 6 platforms. TikTok keeps saying I'm getting interrupted, but nothing's happening. So I'm not really sure what's going on with TikTok. I am at the end of my live. It is 58 minutes and 37 seconds in. No one's really asking any questions. I appreciate is_dope saying hi. Thank you. And Isaac said hi. I appreciate you. It is hard to have a conversation when it's one-sided. Yammer, I can ramble. But it is a pleasure having the audience that I have, and I'm going to do what I need to do regardless. And even if there's one person on that just goes, I like looking at Amber's face, or I like listening to Amber's voice, or she is so weird, I can't wait to see what she does next. Whatever your reason for being here, I'm grateful for you. Thank you for the continued love and support and audience. Again, I really do want to hear about your businesses and your products and your pages and your life and your goals and your testimony. I actually do care. So if no one's told you today, I love you. I hope you have a wonderful day. I am doing the giveaway today, so please make sure to do that. I will try to write that in the description. I am mostly Instagram savvy, but I will try to be better about getting on all the platforms and giving you information. Let me know if you need anything at all. And again, my name is Amber Bate. I'm a realtor in Washington State. And if you or someone you know is looking to buy or sell real estate, feel free to reach out to me. I'm going to say bye to the streaming platform.